So here we go. This is a gaming review of 7 Days to Die with cheats. I haven't really done too much. You can see it's day 3 at 8 o'clock, which means I haven't progressed to the big horde attacking me. Initial thoughts of the game were quite simple, to be honest with you. That's it. The game is simple. It's not graphically the best. It's a bit of a combination of crafting and survival horror. Things I think this game do really well are very realistic in terms of survival, in terms of the water situation. The fact you can't just drink water out of the sewer, you have to dilute it. In fact, you get hungry, and the fact that medical supplies come in different variations. You can't just put a first aid kit on a broken leg, nor can you heal yourself with a splint. Like I said, I've got the cheat mode on, so I've not actually made any of this cool stuff myself. So the zombie you see caught in my barbed wire trap is there because I cheated and went through that. I like the option where you can sort of do that. You can put a cheat mode on where the creative side and all the things are available at your disposal for your creative imagination to do what you want with. A couple of things that really kind of disappoint about this game. It's all in first person. I think this sort of game would really benefit from an option to switch between first and third person views. Like in this particular game that I'm playing at the moment, one thing that's really bugging me is, as you see here, there are 3 zombie corpses on my roof. I genuinely have no idea how that's physically possible. It's quite frustrating. I know a lot of game reviewers put scores on stuff, you know, out of 10, out of 5, what they think. If I was to score it, well, you know, I would rate it around about 7. Not because of its graphical advantages, because it hasn't got any. You know, it's in an age where you're looking at the likes of Grand Theft Auto and Assassin's Creed, these games that have beautiful scenery. Yeah, you're not going to get that. It's very, compared to them, it's very basic. And to the fact that, as I'm going to demonstrate, you can uproot trees with a rocket launcher, which is fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not really. It's not really what would happen. You know, but it's fun blowing zombies up. Let's not forget that. Speaking of which, allow me to demonstrate that fact as well. Although that has also destroyed half of my traps, so that was a bit of a stupid move. So yeah, the good points are it's a fun game. It's not a game that, you know, it has no genuine story. It's basically welcome to the wilderness, survive as long as you can, and if you do sort of croak it, make sure you got a bed rolled down to your stronghold. Another very good positive is its map is humongous. So the size of the map, you forgive the fact that it's, you know, the fact that it's such a big map, you can forgive the sense of the lack of detail in the surrounding of the scenery. You know, and the fact that I've built most of this up with a nail gun is physically unlikely. You know, I'm putting reinforced steel on with a nail gun. I'm not a builder, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it's done. You know, it's a simple game. It's a simple, fun game where you just go around trying to survive, building whatever you feel will keep you alive. And I like the speed of which the nail gun upgrades as opposed to a bog standard axe or a hammer. You know, all these construction tools that you have at your disposal. I like the fact that, you know, obviously not when in cheat mode you have the airdrops buffs that come and help you out. The severe, I mean, it's not going to be much use because I haven't really used it. The level up feature could do some work. It's not really beneficial in the sense that sometimes it just doesn't do any good to you whatsoever. Yeah, that's the size of the map. It gets bigger than that. You know, it comes with so much detail, what day it is, what time it is, roughly what the temperature feels like. So the map goes from hot to cold, to towns, to countrysides, to barren wastelands. You know, the crafting side of it itself. Obviously, when you have the bits and bobs, which, you know, a short iron pipe will do, and you know, I can make barbed wire fence now, believe it or not. You know, it's just a lot of things that really can be useful. You know, if we look at what else we've got, you got your character itself. Obviously, I've got a splintered leg, 96% movement speed. You know, you got your wellness, your level, your water intake. You know, so far I've killed 20 zombies. Woo! I've travelled less than a K. And it tells you these sorts of things. You know, moving on, you got your map, which again is not very big. Although with the map you do have the waypoints, the shared waypoints. And like I said, the level up features, you know, I've got 20 points available. Different blades, you know, athletics, armor, smithy, you know, there's loads of different sections you can upgrade on. It's just playing this throughout, I've not really noticed a difference in using it or not using them, so that could be an improvement. You know, these basic survival quests, I think they're a nice little touch. Not too much that goes into them. There's not much benefit from completing them, I found. And, you know, a nice little journal to keep things on track. All the other players who are online, should you be with online. And of course, your little cheat mode if you have it enabled. So there's plenty of things to do in terms of it. Pretty much anything that's in this game will be here. You know, I can't think of many people that's going to make a toilet or, you know, will go through all these different types of cars. You know, I don't know many people that use a cross GTR. Don't even know what that is. You know, I'm not an expert on this game by any stretch of imagination or many actual crafting games. So, but you know, burning barrel's not really a. It's just a prop, and so are all these letters, and you know, sandbags are pretty useful, but I'm not sure a bar stool is. You know, so it's not a. I wouldn't say it's a boring game, because obviously, in the when you create your game and you load a game, you can change anything, even mid-game. You know, I could quit this game now, reload it up, and have the daytime shorter to make it prove a point. I can have airdrops less frequently. I can have pretty much any sort of improvement I can think of. You know, the block durability, the zombie thoroughness, thing. And there's more zombies at the door. I think sound effects are a bit on point. They have some that are a bit suspect, you know. I'm not sure what really else. You see, I've set some mines down there, so I don't really want to fall down there. Kind of want the zombies to go in there though. The reason I checked my roof is because, like I said, there's zombies on the roof. There's more about. I like that touch as well. That nice little feature of just ducking down, lets you know where you're at, zombie engagement wise, where they, if they see you, whether they can feel you, or if you're scot free. Of course, running down into the Oh, that didn't go well. So like I said, the best thing you want to do really is you want to get a bed out. I haven't got a bed. So if I die, I'm screwed. Oh look, they're on my roof. Again, I don't know how they came up the same ladder I did. This is the only assumption I got. Let's actually find out if they come up this ladder. Well, he's not going up the ladder, surely. Well, neither am I, apparently. Let's get up that ladder, where is it? Level up. So you've leveled up and there's not really much fuss about. Well, I'm really strong up a ladder. Right. So yeah, that side of it's a bit suspect. I must admit, this is my first review of a game while playing it, and it's a lot harder than I actually genuinely thought it would be. I thought it'd be a lot easier than this. And I'll like to teach you the quick move section. It helps a lot, especially when you're about to do what I do and die. We don't really want to do that. Yeah, so now it's night time. I have got an idea as to what I'm doing. The reason I'm putting my bed on the roof is that if they break, I know they're getting on the roof. It's inside doesn't need to be. But yeah, I have a lot of resources on me for different purposes, you know. So it's a different game to what's currently out there. You know, you got your Call of Duties, you've got your FIFAs, you've got your Battle Royale games. You've got, you know, the Fortnites and the PUBG and the H1Z1 stuff, or PUBG, whatever it's called. You know, these sorts of games are not. It's not really got much competition out there. Things like to be added. Not necessarily more weapons. I think the weapons, you know, I think it'd be good to have more weapons, different variety of weapons. But I think for a first out, it's pretty nifty. You know, like I said, rocket launcher blowing up trees is bizarre. But no, what would, in fairness, what would improve this game? A bit more of a story, you know, not just a standard. Here you go, you're stranded, survive, don't die. And if you do, you're back to where you started. You know, your base is safe, you're safe. It's, you know, like I said, these quests are not really reward worthy. The price for completing them isn't really much. But no, I think it's a really good game. You know, looking at the positives, it's, like I said, you do have quite a variety of weapons. You know, just on my personal, I've got a rocket launcher, sniper rifle, AK-47, a spiked club for fun. You know, the different types of tools you have. You know, you've got axes and shovels and chainsaws and an auger, and the fact you can even create a mini bike to get yourself around a lot quicker. Even there's a fair variety of clothing, you know, and it's brilliant because it's for different things. The hazmat suit doesn't do any favour in the poison zone, which is a very clever way of stopping the map without having false walls. You know, and the fact you have to read schematics and make stuff that way, and the different types of food, you know, meaty food. Let zombies know that you know. I don't want that. You know, having that sort of thing where you've. What the hell? It's twice that's happened. I want raw iron. You know. Hey, there you go. You know, to the point where if you have raw meat on you, zombies will find you quicker. That's a nice little touch, you know. I think there's a few of those little things that really make a little subtle difference. You know, all in all, yeah, I'd say it's about a 7 out of 10. There's room for improvement, but it's a very sturdy effort. You know, it's definitely a game I believe played with someone else, whether online or in the same room. The fact you have that option is very cool. Purely because I think it gives you that little bit more of sense of achievement when there's two of you surviving a horde. You know, I found a dinky little house. I've pretty much secured it to the point where no zombies are getting in here, and I can just go outside and pick them off at will with my sniper or my AK-47 once I figure out how they get on the roof. And you know, even now, just looking out the window and looking around, you can see there's not really that much going on. You know, day 7 is the you know, blocks of 7 they go in. Day 1's not too. Day 2 gets worse. 3, 4, until the horde day on 7, 7, 14, 21, etc., etc. Those are, for me, they're most fun. They're fun if you've got somewhere safe and ways to defend it. Not so much fun if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. I'm fully aware jumping down there keeps breaking and hurting, but if you're wondering, the reason there are 2 ladders is for some reason or another I can't actually physically climb this one. I can't figure out why, so I just built one over there. The reason there's these steel steps in the room is I was going to initially build a stairway up, but it wouldn't let me, so I gave up on the idea as well. This isn't a playthrough video, it's what I think of the game, and what I think of this game is a very solid effort from Telltale Games. Yeah, I've not really been a fan of their Walking Dead series. Not played the Batman one, but this game has really sort of made its mark on me. Like I said, it's definitely a game best played with others. That's of course if you have friends, and if you have cool friends like me who like to play this game with you. If not, then you know, you can play online without any friends, and that just means they can kill you, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm too chicken shit to find out if they do. Oh, I keep burning myself with all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's a good game. Like I said, a bit of a lack of a story mode, maybe a bit more weaponry, definitely some more, you know, along that lines, maybe more reward for completing a quest. The fact just having to find them on scraps of paper. I think it's a very comprehensive game, one that has left itself room for improvement, but the gameplay can be a little bit blotchy. You know, when you zoom in with a sniper, it's very, very hard to aim. You know, it's not really a shooter, it's not really a a crafting, it's not really a survival, it's tried to be all three. And so this is me zoomed in, zoomed out and zoomed in. It's just so much different to aim and keep control. But you know, it has no real sort of identity in that respect. You know, but it doesn't need one. It doesn't need to be a pigeonholing into a category. It needs to be. It lends itself to be what you want it to be. And I think that's one of its better qualities, and the fact that, you know, someone now could be, oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'll go and forage for berries and stuff. But no, I'm shooting rockets at trees. That's a rather big explosion for really what was nothing. You know, cosmetically, you know, in its appearance, is it anything more than simple graphics? No, it's not. It's just, it can be dumb fun. You know, running around trying to find somewhere out of the cold, getting chased by 4 lumberjacks down the middle of the main high street, absolutely cacking your pants. But all in all, final thoughts on this game is a very comprehensive game. It's got a few things it needs improving on. It's got a few things it's done really, really well. If you are interested in buying this game, it will be one that can either give you endless joy based on how much you enjoy the crafting side of it and the horror side of it, or you might get bored of after the first several playthroughs. I've had this game for a while. I've not got bored of it. I think it's one you can put down for a while and then come back to and then just enjoy all over again. 7 out of 10, definitely, in my opinion. It has been featured on my streamings as Game of the Month, and for June. Obviously this video's gone up in July, but you know, it will be featured again, no doubt. It is a very, very good game. I just invite you all to follow me on Twitter, Lantern's Oath Gaming. Have a little search for that, and keep an eye out on the Friday the 13th for my very special Friday the 13th streaming. It will bring even your wilder superstitions to its knees. Right, thanks for watching, and I will have another video up for you guys soon as. Thank you again.